How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Bear Reviews, back with yet another review. And it's a whole lot of potentially awesome this time. Barleywine time. Barrel-aged barleywine time in the form of Toll Brewing's Babushka. Yeah, super excited to dive into this sucker for a couple reasons. One, I actually like Toll. They're hits and misses though. You know what I mean? Their Liquid Confidence is absolutely a bonkers beer. Love that thing to death. But then they have Mine is Bigger Than Yours. I'm not a big fan of that one. So there's some swings and misses. But this one has a lot going on that potentially would make my nipples get a little bit hard. Let's put it that way. So yeah, let's dive in. See what the label has to offer. It says Toll. I think that's how you say it. But if I'm screwing up, whatever. Babushka. Barley wine style ale. Brewed with prunes and dates. Two flavors I love. Prunes, not a lot of people like them. I love them. Prunes and dates, and aged in port wine barrels. One of my favorite barrels. Open this little doll and see what's inside again and again. Brewed to match the barrel, it's aged in, balancing prunes and dates together with dark malts. J. Robert Oppenheimer. And other than that, Shelton Brothers Import, that's pretty much it, 13.5% alcohol by volume, and that's it. Toll labels are very simple, clean, precise. I love them. I dig them. Green bottle. I kind of dig green bottles. I know people hate them as far as light goes, but I don't really have my beer out in the light anyway, so don't really care about that ghetto-ass stealth black cap, and that's that. So let's see what this has. Prunes. Dates in a barley wine. They don't say what kind of barley wine. I mean, they say they're trying to match the barrel that it's in with the port wine. Basically, when they're going prunes, they're trying to, I assume, mimic an aged grape. And dates, you know what I mean? You're just kind of getting a little bit of extra oomph out of it. Port wine barreled, trying to match that. It has to be English style barley wine, I would think. 2 fingers on the skinny kind of tulipy neck thing that kind of brings a bigger head to it to begin with, but it's definitely gravity-defyingness on there. Infinite creaminess. Pretty uniformly small to medium large bubbles from bottom to top, and that is cash money when it comes to color of barley wine. It's got this muddy, dark brownness to it. Really cloudy. You can't really see in it, but you can see like through it, so it's got a subtle opaqueness to it, so looks the part so far. Let's see what she smells like. The prunes come right through. You get those prunes. You're getting a little bit of that port wine barrel. You get a subtle kind of oakiness from it, but you also get the port wine. I mean, port wines, if you never had them before, to me, they're just, I'm not a big wine guy, but if I'm going to get down with a wine, I'm going to get down with a port wine. Just because they're not as abrasive, I think, a dryness for me. So with this, you get a little bit more of that kind of like a sherry kind of vibe going on. Yeah, it smells like it's actually aged. It's definitely not aged because there's no date on the bottle, but you can see it's perfectly green. Aged beers will stain any glass, and green it just shines through, and this thing looks clean as the day it was bottled, so I doubt it's aged. So yeah, definite prunes, definite oakiness, definite kind of like a sherry kind of vibe coming from. That's pretty much it. Nice caramelly kind of malt to it, and that toffee datiness is there too. So it smells like a pseudo-aged kind of beer, which, prunes and dates, when I talk about me loving aged beers, I talk about chocolate-covered raisins, and I talk about like caramel, dark fruits, and stuff like that. And I mean, that's what you're going to get in there. So you're talking about a barley wine already, it's barrel-aged, but then you throw in those other, the prunes and the dates in there, it's kind of pseudo-aging. So she looks cool. She smells pretty nice. Let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. Wow, it's sweet. That's sweet. I did not expect that. That nose did not tip me off to the sweetness of the beer at all in any way whatsoever. Tons of sweetness. This beer is meant to be aged. And it's definitely fresh, but it's still good. It just kind of caught me off guard with that sweetness. You're getting a really sweet English barley wine. You're getting a hefty heaping of those prunes. You're getting the date and figginess is kind of there, but it's kind of tricking my brain because I think it feels like it has a little bit of age, but you can just tell by the sweetness. It doesn't. It's there, but it's kind of muddled in with the barley wine. So I'm kind of, is it really the dates that I'm getting that they were made with, or is it more just kind of part of the beer itself? The barrel is there. It's soft. There's nice oak tannins to it, but not over the top. And it definitely has that kind of sherry kind of vibe going on. And there's this, I don't think it's going to go sour. That underlying kind of tart pruniness. If you ever had a prune before, that's why a lot of people don't like them, is because they have this kind of earthy, kind of pseudo tartness to it. That's not necessarily sour, but it's a little bit even less than tart, and that's the calling card of this beer besides the sweetness. So like, prunes definitely shine through. I think this is going to age into some kind of bonkers good aged barley wine. So this might be something I need to pick up another bottle of, because in about 5 to 10 years, I think this might be epicness. But right now, I'm pretty sure this is fresh within a year, and it needs to be sat, even though I do like it. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better barley wines, or even barrel-aged barley wines I've had as of late. I would go even on the outside looking in, right on the edge, even with that sweetness and the freshness and the kind of disjointed kind of non-roundness. I dig it, but I can taste the potential there, so it kind of gets me excited for that. Value and availability, it's toll. These usually come in right around a $10 to $15 range. Sucks because it's a smaller bottle, but you know, you're paying for a big beer with a lot of stuff going on in that kind of import price point, so it is what it is. Availability, I've seen it a couple places outside of my area. Don't really see their products all that much, or even the bigger ones, put it that way, in our area. So I just don't know if it's a Shelton Brothers kind of drop shipment thing or what, but you kind of have to go out of my area to get it. But once they get into New York State, they're kind of readily available in multiple places, so your mileage may vary on that. Let's just say if you like what we like this. If you like prunes, if you like port wine, if you like sweet beers, or if you like aging beers, because that's the key with this one. I would want to let this sit, like I said, at least 5 years, if not more, because that's just the kind of vibe I'm getting from it taste-wise, and it just needs to be aged. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice, big, what do I want to call it? Big barreled and adjunct and all kinds of sweet kind of barley wine going on. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.